What's up, Internet? My name is Attack Slug, and welcome to the Cold Boot, where I look at new games and/or DLC. And today, taking a look at Tom Clancy's The Division Open Beta on the Xbox One. Gonna hit new game and jump into this massively multiplayer third-person shooter, kind of like a third-person Destiny almost. It's got like a loot stuff, like a Diablo. There are layers to this. This did have a closed beta for anyone who pre-ordered. Obviously, I did not pre-order, as I rent most of my games from Gamefly. So expect that coverage when this comes out next month. But I figured I would jump in here. Oh dear. I would jump in here and randomize and hit randomize a couple times until I get something that's somewhat appropriate for... Alright, yes. Bald dude with beard in the post-apocalypse. That sounds good to me. And we're going to confirm here. So this obviously is a beta, so it's not quite the final product, but it is massively multiplayer, but it does have single-player stuff. I'm going to skip this cutscene. Skipping it. Alright, so in the interest of time, I skipped that like 5-minute opening cutscene. But suffice to say, we are here taking part in this open beta. I've seen a fair bit of video on this game at this point, so I kind of have a pretty good idea of what is going on. Oh, that's the map button. I know that I can, first of all, give myself an ability in my skill tree here. And I want to pick the sticky bomb. Obviously, bombs are always preferable, so I'll put that on there. There's not too much here in this beta as far as single-player content goes. It's kind of like one mission or two missions, or one main mission. But you've got kind of your main hub area that you're going to see other players kind of floating in and out of. But additionally, you've also got what is called the Dark Zone, which is that's where all the PvP happens, the player versus player interactions. And I'm gonna ride this carousel. Alright, can't ride this carousel. Can I shoot it? I don't have a gun yet. Or am I in a zone where I can't use a gun yet? I don't know. Haven't seen any other players yet. So here's the thing. This was in a closed beta for a little bit, and now we're in open beta. So I don't know. This is going to run. Today's the 18th. It's going to run from the 18th to the 21st. I think is the plan. So this weekend. So I guess the question is, how are these servers going to hold up for any kind of a massively multiplayer anything? That's a player. You could tell because he's not looking like a fucking robot. He's just going for it. Have fun, young man. Oh, there's a player. Yep, that guy. His gamer tag is literally that guy. That's great. Okay, so gear vendors. Yeah, so I've heard this compared a lot to Destiny because of how they handle different aspects of the game, and one of that certainly being vendors. But then again, games like Destiny took a lot of cues from action RPGs, like, say, Diablo, Diablo 2, Diablo 3, Torchlight, that kind of stuff. The Adventures of Van Helsing. So certainly it is in that vein, but instead of being a, top-down, three-quarter overhead, Rosie O'Donnell, instead of being a top-down, three-quarter overhead, or, say, a first-person shooter like Destiny, this is a third-person shooter set in the post-apocalypse, or some kind of, not apocalypse, but there's a virus got loose in New York and it got shut down, and as you can see, there's quarantine zone here in New York. So having been to New York, like living here in New Jersey, that's actually, for me, I find that a bit interesting. Having been on these streets, as it were. Let's read this billboard here. Can we read the billboard here? X. Encounter discovered. So we're finding things, we're finding the different side mission things and whatever else, and I have a gun, so I just can't pull it out here. So I guess we're going to head toward our first mission objective. And because this is set up the way it is, you can group up with 3 other players and play in a group, and that will make the enemies scale up appropriately. But I still can't take a gun out, so I'm not sure at what point they allow me to shoot things. This game had... There we go. Okay. Now it's a video game. This game had some very impressive E3 showings in previous years. A lot of it focused around the destruction environment the destruction in the environment. That stuff seemed pretty significant. A lot of HUD elements going on here. Obviously my health on my right, and then there's a GPS in the air, and so I'm very curious how close, because this game is being published by Ubisoft, right? So nice. How close is the final product going to be to what they showed off in their E3 stuff? As we know, for Watch Dogs, that went from looking way impressive at E3 and then seriously downgraded after that. So there are some just people, civilians, like not actual player characters. Can we close the door? Sort of. Alright. Alright, Y goes to your other gun. Got 2 guns here. Plenty of ammo. So I'm curious to see how... Alright, there's some bullet textures. I wonder if any of the windows can get shot out. That's kind of my thing here when they show all that stuff at E3. Can you make... Oh yeah, that's pretty impressive. So I've actually made a hole there in the window with the bullets. That's pretty good. Alright, I will give them that. I'm not sure if it's as impressive as their actual E3 stuff, but I will give them that. And I can get those doors closed. I can kind of... what's the button to... No, that's the climb button. Yeah! Top of this car. Alright. So can I do anything with these doors? I can just hold B. I can hold B to leap. Alright. That's interesting. I wonder if all tires are poppable. That's pretty cool. Okay, so enough rambling. Let's actually try to get through, what they want us to do in terms of mission structure. So, a virus has been unleashed on New York. As you can see, there is, it's fucked up here. It is like the day after tomorrow fucked up here. Close that door. And there are obviously going to be angry folks here and looters and people to fight. And I guess we're part of the Division to help take back the city, I think, is the plot of this game. I don't actually know. I haven't followed it that closely. I've seen a fair bit of video from, Giant Bomb and that kind of stuff. So I have a somewhat good idea of what this game is trying to do in terms of its structure. You roll, okay. So I do know that this first mission, from what I'd seen the video of, takes place at the grandest, the world's most famous. Oh, hi, Santa Claus. The world's most famous. Oh, nice. That's attention to detail. I can shoot through this fucking thing here. That's pretty good. Wasting ammo. That's fine. Is that a dead body? Yup. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I was just shooting Santa Claus. Run, click. Alright. The world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, is in this game. And I have definitely been, myself, I've been in MSG more than once. I saw the Royal Rumble 2000 at MSG. I saw Marilyn Manson at MSG. No. Not Manson. 9 Inch Nails back in 0 to 01. And I say Manson because obviously at that 9 Inch Nails show in the garden for the encore, they brought out Manson. And that was an insane moment back in those days because they were not friends at that point. So it was kind of mind-blowing. Anyway, I've definitely been in MSG. And I was there for a house show in like 94, 95. 95. It was a house show. And it was pretty cool. Anyway, yes, I've certainly been in the world's most famous arena a couple times. But that being said, here we are playing The Division. There are numbers popping off these guys. So it is a video game. It is that kind of video game where you get numbers popping off dudes. And I dig that. I dig it. So I don't know how much of the landmass here is going to, like, from what they've shown here, or what is in this game, like in this beta. Like I'm not sure what else is in the main game. Like, if it's just this, like, if I go to the map here, is it just this map? I mean, obviously those red lines there are where you know, that's like the beta. I would assume, yeah, out of bounds. So is the main game all that? Is it all of New York? Like, how far does it go? Like, I've been in different areas of the city. How much did they model? As you can see here, I got an energy bar, and the green would be loot. So loot is a big part of this game. That is a suppressor. So we're gonna take it. No, take it, and then we're gonna hit the menu button, go into our inventory, and where would it even? All right, down here. Attachments, suppressor. Equip mod by. Mod slot. Does my gun have a mod slot? Mod. Oh dear. Muzzle. Suppressor. Visualize. Back. Alright. I equipped that thing on my M4. And, now we have a suppressor on this gun. You see it there. It's got a thing on the... Alright. That's cool. So, yeah, there's definitely a thought of, you know, all of your gear, all of your equipment, like, say, you know, the clothes you're wearing. It is that kind of a game, and if that's what you're looking for, then perhaps it'll be, you know, if say that you're burned out on Destiny, and you know they're not making a Destiny 2 until next year, this might fill that gap for you between now and then. Now, me personally, I don't play a lot of online stuff. Now, granted, you can do all this stuff solo. It is soloable. But for any kind of a loot-driven game, you kind of want to play it with friends. You kind of want to play it online, because that's where a lot of the enjoyment comes from. Playing it solo might not necessarily be the most satisfying experience in the world, in my opinion. And that right there, my friends, that right there is Madison Square Garden. And so here, I don't know if this game requires the internet. I don't know. But that right there is a testament to why I mainly play single-player games, because when the services go down, single-player games still work. So then, that perfectly illustrates my goddamn point on a lot of things that I've discussed here on this channel. Now, if that starts at the very beginning of this whole process, I'm going to have a big jump cut where I just fucking run straight to the thing, because holy shit. Holy shit. Well, no, I still have my M4. I've played 13 minutes. That's mostly accurate, not really. And I guess we just put on that suppressor. So if I don't have that suppressor, or if I'm not right in front of MSG, I was trying to show off the garden, baby. Bruno Sammartino, baby. I was trying to show it off. What the fuck? Well, that was a reasonably long load time, but I am not that far from the garden, so I can't say that, like, I'm assuming that it saves pretty liberally, pretty often, so I can actually go look here at my, my inventory, and look at my gun here, and yep, it has the suppressor, so that part of it saved, so I'm not too far off, just had to wait about a minute and a half there for the load to load in. So, there's the garden. The world's most famous arena, MSG. Anyway, I'm wondering if they actually, if you can, so, usually, I want to say it's, you go in here, if you walk a block that way, that's where the subway is when you want to get back to New Jersey. I want to say it's that way. Like, I could be wrong, but I haven't been there in a while. Oh god, getting shot at. Supposed to secure this location and play this video game. Stop thinking about things that happened 15 years ago. Nostalgia. Anyway, yeah, I don't want to make this video too long, but hey, this game does take a bit of explaining in terms of what it's doing. But, so obviously there's more to it than just, you know, shooting guys. but most of us are gonna be shooting guys. Let's see if I can do that, like that. Detonate! Boom! It's great. Alright, I got a couple guys here to deal with. I'm getting shot at. Right on the D-pad, or yeah, is healing. Healing's important. So obviously, when you're playing with friends, the difficulty does scale up from where it is here, because I'm playing solo, as I tend to do in most video games. Guy's just rolling in front of me. What the fuck? Alright, so bit of a health regen when you lose a bar or whatever. Is there more guys? Get that loot. Gloves. Definitely more guys. So the guys helping me here obviously are all NPCs and not actual players. I don't know how instanced this stuff is. I would assume pretty heavily, but if that guy had a name over his head, I would obviously think otherwise. But I don't know. Like, I would imagine you could just run into roving players and they would help you shoot guys, but it wouldn't increase the difficulty because they're not actually in your squad. Like, I haven't formed a squad, so I don't know. That's the thing. Like, this is a beta, and you know, I might find out more once the game's actually out. I think next month. So, in a safe zone. Heading into the base of operations, a personal space. This part is definitely going to be instanced per player, because it is the safe zone. I'm going to skip this cutscene here. Don't need to see it. It's a video game. I'm sure we'll cover some cutscene stuff, stash, when we get into, you know, the game when it comes out. For realsies. So we got to investigate these. Like that thing, yes. Laptop. Boot it up, baby. Do it. Okay. I booted up laptop. That happened. Got two more. Like, seriously, all these guys standing around and I'm the only one who can boot up a goddamn laptop? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
The medical wing is a wreck right now. Once we get that virologist over here, we can build up a staff, investigate the origin of the virus, and start getting more supplies. For civilians, but for us as well.
Feel hot. Alright, so that gave you a mission? I mean, that's like the mission in this beta. To my knowledge, from all the videos that I've seen, that is the mission, is to go rescue the doctor in MSG. So, I'm really curious how long of a quote-unquote single-player campaign this game's going to have when it comes out. Like, that's the part to me that perhaps is the most intriguing. Because I think what they've built here is certainly interesting. Like, even as someone who did not play Destiny, like, I can understand what the appeal of Destiny is. Alright. Meet Fei Lao at the entrance. So I'm really curious as how they're going to handle this for if someone wanted to play it by themselves, if they'd actually have any fun with it. Again, another cutscene. I'm afraid I've got some bad news. I'm skipping your cutscene. That's the bad news. Okay. First mission complete. So that wasn't really a mission. That was kind of just get there and then... Alright. Madison Hospital. That is... and the subway morgue. That one I'm not too familiar with. So we'll just kind of go into the beginning of the one at the hospital and then wrap up here for this video. Because I don't want to sit here and ramble for too long. This is the kind of game, like, if you already know what this is, if you already know what kind of game this is, then you're going to obviously be invested in what it has to offer. But if not, then perhaps you won't.
Listen up. I spent 6 years in medical.
Government district unexplored.
You're hurting him.
Listen up. I spent 6 years in medical school. I don't give a shit what you saw on TV while you were jerking off to soap operas.
Whoa!
We've got a rioter takeover at Madison. We've got a rioter takeover at Madison Square Garden.
Change difficulty. That's cool. Alright, so we're just down the street here. It is heavily snowing out now. That is an awesome effect for the weather. That's pretty cool. Scanning, here, civilian in need. Have my energy bar. I'm not going to use it. I got XP for that. I got a modern slouchy, which I guess is a hat. Let's go into my clothing inventory, I guess. Inventory. Gear. Armor. What do we got here? 10 and 2. Obviously, we want the 10. Yes, a bigger number. What do we got here? This one does more damage. Not by a lot. What do we got here? Equip, no. No, that's not one, no. Rucksack. Where is... Huh. Where's my hat, though? Am I crazy? I had a hat. Like, that was a hat symbol. I mean, I got no hair, so, Alright, well, I don't know what to do here because I don't see where the thing I picked up is. It's not under here, and it's not under here, and it's not under here, and I don't know where else it would be. Where's my slouchy? The fuck was that? No. I don't know. It's a mystery as to what the hell that was. I don't know if those things visually represent themselves on your character, like when you change your actual armor. But here we go. Madison, as in there was an explosion there. As in Madison Square Garden. So you can find agents here if you actually sit here and want to do matchmaking. You can totally do matchmaking and play with other players, and that'll increase the difficulty. But I don't want to abandon anybody halfway into the mission because I'm almost done recording this video. But I think The Division, this was not a game I expected to even think was nifty. Because kind of, like, being burned out on third-person shooters at this point, it is... Oh, those guys are creeping along. Hey, guys! How you doing? Like, this actually works a lot better than I had really thought it would, considering how long ago it got announced and how long it's been in development. I was like, it's another third-person shooter doing the whole, loot grind thing. But honestly, maybe it's the setting. Maybe it's because I've been in the city before. Like, that part of it is what hooks me a little bit. But, there's more guys coming. Maybe it's the guys that have numbers coming off themselves like fucking Borderlands. I don't know what it is that I find appealing about this game, but just a little bit of something. So I'm gonna spend some time when it comes out. Still getting shot at? Yes, I am. Hello. Like, I am certainly gonna make Grim play it when it comes out. But I'll probably spend a little bit of time myself playing pads. Take all their junk. Take all. Did I miss a guy? Take all yo shit. It's mine now. Yep. Lockpick. Okay. I might spend some time myself when it comes out, putting in a couple of hours to see if the single player is worth playing. If it's just a bunch of stuff like where you're gonna have to run the same raids or the same content over and over again, I'm not really interested. If they got a nice solid 20 or 30 hours single player that you can use solo, I'm definitely more interested in what they have to offer. But right now we're gonna go. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the arena right there. Cool. Do some of that.
Patched in. Let's see what I can find. Can you see the CCTV feed? Looks like Candle and her staff are being forced to treat their wounded.
Right there? Yep, right there.
They're still alive.
Alright. That is our mission. We're gonna go a little bit further and then call it. That guy didn't make it. Sucks to be him. Is there any coffee in here? Is there anything in this? Snacks? Nope. Memorabilia? Open that door. This way? Definitely not this way. I guess, yeah, the icon's that way, so I should know better. Always look in every nook and cranny in every video game because that's where stuff that's where stuff is.
Upstairs, in a restaurant.
Yup. There just happened to be 364 bullets in this case here in MSG, which is now a hospital. Sure, I believe that. No.
There's a lot of these guys, but if you use cover, you should be able to pick them off without making yourself the target.
Here we are. We're in the fucking arena. We're in Madison Square Garden. That's the best. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, guy. Boom. I love it. So good. All right. Who else wants some? We're here center court. Who else wants some?
Additional hostiles detected.
Oh no. Fuck you, buddy. They just glitch out? Is that like the me or is that the server? Alright, so here's my main thing with this game. Does it require an always online internet connection? That's my main thing. Because if it does, then launch day is gonna be a fucking disaster. It's always how it works. Look at Street Fighter V. It's always how it works. Goddamn disaster. Oh shit. Dodge that. I'm a bad shot. I'm bad at video games. What else is new? Vibrating. Stop vibrating. Hey guy. Oh, sucks to be you.
Additional hostiles detected.
Really? From where? Well, these guys don't seem happy. I'm like, look, I just came here to see Bruno. Don't worry about it. I just want to see Bob Backlund. Gonna keep on. Oh. So I'm assuming this because I'm playing alone that it's, you know, these shots aren't hurting me too bad. That's a big red. One of these buttons is a grenade. I don't know which there. That's the one. Okay. Grenade. Oh, I probably missed with that one. Oh, hi. Guy right there. How are you doing? Oh, this is all vibrating too much. And I'm freaking. Is this a smoke bomb? What the fuck was that? I'm probably gonna die. My thing won't stop vibrating. Oh, that's a beta thing, or what the hell's going on there? Like, my controller's going fucking nuts. Oh, shit. Shouldn't be, yep. Okay. So that, I think, is a pretty good look at what there is to offer in Tom Clancy's The Division open beta on the Xbox One and PS4 right now for the next, like, 3 or 4 days. Like, this weekend. So if you're watching the video now, it is this weekend. I'm Attack Slug. This has been The Cold Boot. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, and every day, more videos right here on the channel, and I'm out!